All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to call our meeting to order. And at this time, if everyone would please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, would everyone please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Board members, it's time to approve our agenda. I do have an item that we need to add to the action items under H, and this is to approve fund balances for the end of year fiscal year 23. And I'll make a motion to amend the agenda.
Second.
Second by Ms. Wills. All in favor of adding the item H to our agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I hear none. Are there any other additions or changes to the agenda tonight? If not, I need a motion to approve the amended agenda.
Make a motion.
Have a motion by Mr. Johar. Second by Ms. Bard. All in favor of approving the amended agenda, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. All right. And our favorite part again is our recognitions. Ms. Carla.
Good evening, board members and all you guests out here. I'm a Bremen girl, so I'm kind of proud tonight. We've got a lot of Bremen people here. We are going to recognize this evening our Bremen Energy Eagles team, and they're no strangers to our board because this is the third year in a row that they are going national. They were recognized this year as the 2023 Kentucky Elementary Project of the Year and National Elementary School Team Runner-Up. The team is composed of 4th and 5th grade students that demonstrate a desire to learn and explore energy forms, sources, transfers, transformations, efficiency, and conservation. Their project this year was titled Every Day is Energy Day When You Are an Energy Eagle. One of the members did an excellent video that I would love to share with you all for just a minute.
March 17th.
bunch of. All right, great, okay. All right, so this group of individuals are going to get the experience to go to Washington, D.C. again. They're leaving June 24th and return on the 27th. They're going to be able to accept their awards, participate in energy-related activities with other student energy teams from throughout the United States, and tour the nation's capital. So at this time, I'm going to call each of you students by name, and when I call you up, if you'll come up, and Miss Orr is going to give you a certificate, and I'm going to take your picture, okay? So we're going to start, and there's no particular order in how I've got your names, all right? I don't know who all is here or who is not, so you'll have to tell me. We'll start with Harper Aders. Harper's not here? All right. Miss Layla Gardner. Thank you. Miss Erin Gordon. Dayton Meyer. Alec Jones. Brennan Marsala. Not here, okay. Sydney Eubanks. Kaylin Berry. Charles Wiggins. No. Sarah Abney. Grady Ward. Jackson Holman. Lim Uzzle. That's a lot of them. Jackson Bailey. Ben Gentry. Patrick Sparks.
Good job.
Tegan Page. And Bo Gardner or Kanan Gray. All right, that is it.
Give it up to their sponsors, Ms. Emily Gardner.
Yes, yes. Your advisors are Mandy Toomey and Emily Gardner, who will be taking this trip with them. Congratulations, team. I would like to get a group picture out in the hallway, and then you're free to go unless you'd like to come back and enjoy the meeting.
Yeah,
Everybody does that.
That's right.
yeah, don't bring that picture.
I mean,
Thank you.
Thank you.
your kids will sleep well if they stay.
Congratulations, Bremen.
I believe that little boy doing the video's name was Sheldon.
I think you're right.
So you can take my students on field trips. Isn't that the truth? So true. Just those chickens.
Everybody
No,
left
they're all
us.
in the hallway. They are in the hallway.
in.
I saw them all. There they come.
Their faces look so long.
Yes,
Smile. It's your
This is the funnest part.
yeah. It was tomatoes. It was tomatoes.
Rager's love Reese cups, by the way. Even if you're married to one. All right, are we ready? All right, we'll go down to our treasurer's report with Mr. Blitzinger now.
I just want to tell you that I did have the pleasure to talk to those kids one day about energy manager role. Yes, it was fun, but we got to talk about it. Those things are very engaged. They're good group of kids. So tonight I bring you the financials as of May 31st, 2023. Revenues, the beginning balance was $38.6 million. It's down by $1.4 million. Monthly receipts were $3.72 million. And that is up $480,000 from the last month, but down $1.7 million from the same period last year. SEEK is up $209,000. Federal is down $77,000. State is up $423,000. Taxes are down $98,000. Other revenue is up $83,000. Food service down $59,000. Daycare down $45,000. $4 million. Expenses. Accounts payable at $1.9 million. It is up about $800,000 compared to the same period last year. The significant bills in May were Blue Mountain, $133,304. A&K Construction, $309,956. Curriculum Associates, $307,946. That's the high rate. Insight Direct is $117,847, and Cumberland Passage for $98,000. That was one of the replacement of the doors. Payroll is at $29.4 million. It is up $150,000 versus May of 2022 for a total expenses of about $4.8 million. Accounts payable breakdown, other fixed and mixed expenses account for about $1 million of that. Variable expenses, $719,000, and utilities expenses, $124,000. Total AP again, $1.87 million. General fund accounted for about $1 million of it. Fund 2 and school activity fund, about $190,000. Construction, $492,000. Food service and daycare, about $172,000. Ledger balance at the end of the month is $37.5 million. Bank balance 28.1. Outstanding checks of about $1.23 million, and for a cash close of 26.9. For the breakdown, general fund is 23.4. It's up about 10.4. Significant ones in construction is at $2.4 million. It's up. Previous month just was to have the debt service added. Extended financial picture, in October of 23, we expect about 31 million tonight. Are there any questions?
Are there any questions regarding the treasurer's report? If not, I will need a motion to approve. Motion by Mr. Bowers. Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of approving the treasurer's report, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none, and we'll move down to payment of bills and salaries.
This June 2023, there's $209,687.91. Most of that is utilities expense, about $95,000, fixed and mixed expense about $47,000, and variable expense $68,000. The significant check in this run was Infinite Campus at $23,720.70.
Any questions? If not, I need a motion to approve payment of bills and salaries. Have a motion by Mr. Johar. Second by Mr. Bowers. All in favor of paying bills and salaries, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Thank you. Go down now to public participation. You have any? No? Okay. All right, so we'll move down now to the administrative report and the superintendent report. And just of note, our personnel actions have been given to us and our report will be placed into our minutes. And I'll turn it over now to Ms. Orr.
And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Lyle. He's going to share some data with us.
Thank you, Ms. Orr. So tonight, we just wanted to share some information from our iReady data that we've had this year. And so what you're going to see here, these, first of all, a few things to notice on this. The numbers you see represent percentages, and these are elementary numbers. Our elementaries were with iReady this year. Our middle school will pick this up next year. And so as you look across here, you'll see the different categories where we have mid or above, early on grade level. I've added a category of combined, and then 1 below, 2 below, and 3 or more below. And you see the fall, winter, and spring. First thing I would note is if you look at the fall, and you see that 1 below, you see 53% 1 below in the fall. It's important to note, and this is, some people would look at this and say, wow, 53% are below. But if I'm a 4th grade student and I'm taking that iReady diagnostic in the fall, I'm being tested on 4th grade material that I haven't seen yet. So it makes sense that that would be a higher percentage. So I think the biggest thing to look at here is our combined, early on, and mid above. Because if you notice in the fall, we were at 19%, and we moved to winter at 40% and up to 52% across the district, either early on or mid above grade level. So great gains there. Obviously, it's still not where we want to be. We want to continue to see these go up, but we also know that this is our first year with iReady. So we would anticipate that these would continue to grow even more, and the further away that we get from the COVID season that we were in. You'll notice our reading numbers, and we're getting ready to go to math. You'll notice math is just a little bit lower, not a lot. And one thing that in looking at studies and listening to other districts, you know, students were still reading during COVID. They weren't doing a lot of math during COVID. So that's one reason that you see the differences. And then in math, here are those numbers again. Again, in the fall, you see that 64%, 1 or below. But again, if you look at that combined early on, mid above grade level, in the fall we were at 9%, all the way up to 51% at the end of the spring diagnostic. So again, great gains, and I would just like to give a big shout out to our elementary principals and our elementary teachers. They have jumped all in with iReady, and they have nothing, the ones I've talked to have nothing but great things to say about iReady and the diagnostic data that they see from that, as well as what they can use in their classroom. So I don't know if there's anything you want to add to that, but that's what we have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Anything else? All right. So we'll move down now to our attendance and enrollment report. Mr. Hardison.
Chairman Earlier, in your package you have readouts from the last school year compared to this school year. Being the 10th month, we had data from those 5 days, and then over the far right column you have the yearly averages. So we take a couple minutes comparing last year's to this year, seeing a little bit of growth, improvements in a number of schools, and as far as the district as well. Plus, I like seeing that the enrollment for the district is up quite a few there. And like I say, that far right column is an average for the year. We did see some numbers decreasing throughout the year. We hope to get that back equal at the end of the school year. So we will be, after tonight's effort to amend the calendar, we will be looking at the SAR report. That will be the official report that Ms. Orr will sign off on. We'll send to the state, and that'll be some more numbers that she and I will share with you having the final attendance numbers for the school. Okay.
Thank you. Any questions? If not, we'll move on. Thank you so much. All right, we are down now to our board action items, Then item A is to consider awarding bids for CDL physicals. Mr. Lyle.
So this is our yearly bid for our CDL physicals, and of course Kentucky requires all school bus drivers to have their annual DOT physical. And so we have received our bids, and you have those in your packets. And I do ask the board to consider accepting the lowest bid, which is who we are currently using, and the price does remain the same.
Have a motion by Mr. Johar to accept the lowest bid, which is Owensboro Health. Need a second. Second by Ms. Bard. All in favor of consider awarding bids for the CDL physicals to Owensboro Health with the lowest bid, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. And we'll move down now to consider the first reading of KSBA Board Policy Update number 46.
And again, this is the first reading, so this will require a second reading in July, with it being our policies. And this is the annual KSBA Board Policy Update. And of course, all of these board policies are either required by state law or recommended by the Kentucky School Board Association. And you have those changes in your binder. And again, I ask the board to consider, this is the first reading of KSBA Board Policy Update number 46.
I'll make a motion. Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of considering the first reading of KSBA Board Policy Update number 46, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. We'll move down to item C, and this is to review KSBA Board Procedure Update number 27.
With the board procedures, these only require one reading rather than the two for policies. And again, this is the annual KSBA Board Procedure Update. And all of the updates to these are recommendations by the Kentucky School Board Association. And again, I ask the board to consider approving the KSBA Board Procedure Update number 27 and the changes therein.
I'll make a motion. Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of reviewing the board procedure update number 27, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Move down now to item D, and that will be considering emergency reading of policy 03.222.
Thank you. And as a part of our strategic plan, we are always looking for ways to attract and retain our employees. So that's what policy 03.222 is. And after several district leadership discussions, there are some changes to that policy that you have in your binder. And per policy 01.5, we enact this with an emergency reading, which will only require one reading instead of the usual two for policies. And the reason for that is it will allow this policy to be in place for the new employees effective July 1st. And I do ask the board to consider approving and accepting these changes.
I have a motion by Mr. Johar. Second by Mr. Bowers. All in favor of considering the emergency reading of policy 03.222, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. And we'll move down now to approving contract with Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. Mr. Lau.
And Ms. Finley's unable to be with us, so I'm representing her tonight on approving the contract with Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. This is a contract that we already have, and this will just be continuing this for another year. And something that Ms. Finley wanted to make sure we share is that currently we have 3 Mountain Comprehensive mental health associates who already partner with our district, and there are no funds that are exchanged for this service, and all services are insurance billable. And again, I ask the board to consider entering into this partnership, and again, with the note that there is no cost to the district.
I make a motion to approve the contract. Second by Ms. Bard. All in favor of approving the contract with Mountain Comprehensive, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. We'll move down to item F. Thank you. Item F, to approve bid for asphalt sealing at Muhlenberg County High School. Mr. Floetzinger.
Thank you, Chairman Rager. Board members, an ad was placed in the paper for 2 consecutive weeks to receive bids for the sealing of the asphalt around the high school. There was only one bid that was received. It was from American Asphalt. We have used them. They've won numerous bids from us in the past, so it's actually, it's okay that we've only received one. They're a good, reputable group, so. We ask that you approve the bid from American Asphalt for $32,450 to seal the asphalt.
Any questions? If not, I'll make a motion to approve the bid. Second by Mr. Johar. All in favor of approving the bid for the asphalt sealing at Muhlenberg County High School, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none.
Thank you.
Thank you. Move down now to approving the amended 22-23 school calendar. Mr. Hardison, you're back.
Yes, it was. Just this is procedure stuff for us each year. We had 5 NTI days throughout the calendar, and we just need to formally approve that into the finalized calendar for the year. So we had 5 days, had a mild winter, and we're very lucky there. We also had 1 day that was a 2-hour delay. So we had January 3rd, January 31st, February 1st, February 2nd, and March the 3rd is our 5 NTI days. So, and before we submit this to the state, we'll take off those makeup days that we have plugged in there that we didn't need to use. So that is the amendments that we're recommending.
I need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Have a motion by Ms. Wells. Second by Mr. Bowers. All in favor of approving the amended 22-23 school calendar, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. We'll move down now to our addition to the agenda. And this is to approve fund balances for end of fiscal year 2023.
This is actually a result of a training I was in and did not realize that this was part of our end-of-year process that we need to do. These are the end-of-the-year fund balances for fiscal year 2023. And these, each year the board is to approve the balances for the rollover of the funds for the next fiscal year. It's just it's a perfunctory thing that we need to do, but there's the non-spendable fund balance, which include prepaid items such as insurance. That balance is $320,605.70. There's a restricted fund balance, and these include grants, contributions, OPEB, which is the other pension liability that we have to keep track of. So that's $7,940,907.03. Committed fund balance, this includes the sick leave and future construction that we've done in the past. That is $3,860,174. And then assigned fund balance are the site-based funds, and that is $1,134,849.37.
Any questions regarding that? If not, I would need a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion by Ms. Bard. Second by Mr. Johar. All in favor of approving the fund balances for the end of the year, fiscal year 23, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Hear none? Thank you. Let's move down now.
Ms. Greger?
Yes.
We need to go back to the CDL physicals. It was Baptist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just want to make
They
sure.
have, ones were listed first. Okay. Sorry. I picked my own. I've worked for both. I've been at the other today, so. It's okay. Share and share alike. Okay, so I made a mistake. It was supposed to be Baptist. I'm sorry. I wasn't adding in my head. I've done that one. Huh?
We need a motion again?
I don't know. I guess we need that.
We need?
We should probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the same motion.
All right. Okay, so we'll go back to item A. Consider awarding bids for CDL physicals, and that award, the cheaper one is Baptist Health, not Owensboro Health. Just make a motion by Mr. Johar.
Second.
Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of awarding the CDL physicals to Baptist Health, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. All right, now, we're going down to the board consent agenda, and this is to approve the minutes of the prior board meeting and to authorize district to file substitute teacher emergency certification forms for the 23-24 school year. Everybody's had that in their packets to review. I have a motion by Mr. Johar to approve.
Second.
Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of approving the board consent agenda items, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Hear none. And then at this time, we are going to enter into closed session and we're going to discuss personnel KRS 61.810F. This will be our superintendent evaluation. We will come out into open session after we exit closed, and we will give the results of the evaluation, and then we will adjourn after that. So you're welcome to stay. There's really nothing after we do that other than hearing the superintendent evaluation results. So it might be a little bit, so hang tight if you're going to stay with us. So I just need a motion to enter into closed session.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion by Ms. Wells. Second by Mr. Bowers. All in favor of entering closed session at this time, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Thank you. All right, we are back in open session, and just to give a quick review of our superintendent evaluation, there are 7 standards that we evaluate our superintendent on. The first standard is strategic leadership. We gave Ms. Orr exemplary for exceeding the standard under the strategic leadership guidelines. Under standard 2, instructional leadership, we gave Ms. Orr exemplary, exceeding the standard on that standard. Standard 3, cultural leadership, we gave her accomplished. She is still working on some things under that standard as well. So we gave her accomplished in that. So standard 4, human resource leadership, we gave her exemplary, investing in our district by doing the Deeper Learning Conference and increasing our teacher quality, doing the new teacher academy, teaching our teachers, leading teachers, coming up. So different things like that she's utilized under human resource leadership. Standard 5 is managerial leadership. We gave her exemplary, exceeding the standard under that. And standard 6 is collaborative leadership. We also gave her exemplary under that. And standard 7, which is influential leadership, we gave her accomplished. She is working hard to get some more things going in that. A lot of times, due to just your first year being a superintendent, your time is limited to your community-led meetings and things like Chamber and Rotary, but those she will be getting into and making a big commitment to those this year. So we want to thank Ms. Orr for her first year of service with the Muhlenberg Board of Education. She's done a wonderful job. She constantly reminds us of why we have hired her, and we want to thank her for always putting our kids first, and our staff and our teachers and everyone, and being a role model for them. So,
Here.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And putting the last.
And putting Raji last.
Rajiv last.
Any other comments at this time?
Good job.
All right. Well, we thank you so much and look forward to your next 3 years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. At this time, we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Bowers.
Second.
Second by Ms. Bard. All in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I hear none, and we are adjourned. Thank you.